Are we really doing this today? All right, I've been in hiding for a while. Strophium has been down. Not out, but hibernating. Waiting for the moment. Building my simp energy for the perfect moment when I can unleash it. And right now, I've provided with the perfect opportunity. In reality, okay, Avilo has been on a slow decline for quite a while. For a large chunk of time, people thought that he was doing an act, and he was just really just sort of method acting his character all the time. But no, he's got problems. Okay, we're gonna go over this his MeToo article, but I want to lay some ground rules, okay? Because I know how he's gonna play this. I know how this guy thinks. We're gonna go over a couple core themes real quick, okay? We're gonna lay out these themes, and I want you guys to keep them in your mind when we read everything that he's saying, because it's gonna provide a lot of perspective. Theme 1. Avilo will focus on the interpersonal relations between himself and Atira, despite all circumstances revolving around his ban are direct consequences of his actions and decisions, and do not gain or lose merit based on whether or not he was romantically involved. Theme 2. Avilo will try everything in his power to maintain his complete innocence in everything he says. So he will deliberately leave out inciting incidents and instead focus on the aspects of situations that impact him directly, which more often than not are consequences that he earned himself. That's 2 themes. Theme 3. Avilo still hopes to maintain his perceived relationship with Atira, so he will avoid imposing any direct blame on her for her actions. The only way this will work, you're going to see in his arguments, in order for him to maintain this and resolve the cognitive dissonance of everything that she says, is that he strips her of all agency and free will, and he reduces her to an object of his sexual obsession. So you'll just see that play out. Just every time you see the way that he reacts to something that she did, you're gonna see an immediate pivot, a deflect. He doesn't want to absorb the blow, and he doesn't want to counter strike. He just kind of like, whoa, dodges it. It's just Neo from the Matrix. That was 3 themes. Theme number 4. Any incontrovertible facts regarding his behavior that he can't outright deny, stuff that, there's just video footage of that he did it, he will deflect. Similar to theme 3, but slightly different. Because when he can't deflect entirely, he will say that he was forced into a corner and he had no choice but to do what he did because of the stalker mods. Because breaking off contact with Atira is a non-option. His ultimate goal is to preserve what he perceives to be their true love. So everything he does has to take everything that she says and does to try to break off the relationship, twist it into a mental manipulation, blame every single person around her except for himself, and then I guess in his mind they elope and start streaming together, and he raises their kids. It's really weird. Okay, now that I've laid out the 4 central themes to Avilo's personality regarding this controversy, let's do a quick recap on his actions. I'm going to disregard everything that happens regarding his perspective of their relationship, because that is all ancillary to his behavior. And his behavior is the reason why he was banned. His behavior is the reason that he was blocked by Atira. And his behavior is why he was banned again and again. The temporary ban on Twitch, the permanent ban on Twitch, the blocking on BattleNet, the blocking on Snapchat, the blocking on Discord 500 times, the banning of ESL. Yeah, I think that's all that's immediately relevant. So what happened, for those of you not in the know, is I guess Avilo doesn't appreciate the SE2 personality Rifkin. There was a scenario that happened in Atira's chat where Avilo starts openly shit-talking Rifkin and earns himself a nice little tidy ban. And then within 10 minutes of that ban, he had already sent Atira probably about 200 messages on BattleNet. That's not even an exaggeration. Like, if you guys have followed any of this, you would realize that Avilo has lived, breathed, exuded everything Atira for the past year. He would even take like multiple hour-long breaks off of his stream just to stalk her while she was live. Anyway, digress. He got banned on the chat. Within 10 minutes, he starts spamming her on BattleNet while she's streaming. Atira gets upset, doesn't know how to react. At this point, she was still friends with Avilo. She didn't know why he was acting like this. Like, if it was a misunderstanding, she could have just unblocked him. Whatever. But she gets upset, blocks him on BattleNet, and then she stopped her stream a little bit after that. On subsequent streams, Avilo, while he was live on Twitch, like, it baffles me. I had to write this down because it seems like a lie when I say it, but he was live on Twitch. He would tell his viewers to go to her stream and tell her and the moderators to unban him. Okay, not everyone might be completely familiar with Twitch's terms of service, but people that have been around a while know what this is. There's a term for it. It's called brigading. It's against the terms of service. This action resulted in a temporary ban from Twitch. I think it was like 10 or 15 days or something like that. Every day thereafter, Avilo would double, triple, quadruple, quintuple down on his behavior. He would become more erratic, more irrational. He would dive into his fan Discord, which ironically wasn't a fan Discord. It was a Discord that people that hate him made to just get together and shit talk him. There's like a few of them now, but he actually had to take down his own Discord because it was full of trolls. Go figure, when your entire personality is being someone that no one likes. Anyway, he would stream for hours on end. This is on YouTube, by the way, because he was still banned on Twitch. He would lay low for a little while, and then he would come back, and he would not be able to help himself. He would have to double, triple, quadruple down and just start fighting everyone, and he would just repeat the same stuff. It's like a record that's only got one track on it, and by the time you're already done listening to it, it starts again. Anyway, he would just rant. He would go offline. And then he would start passive-aggressively threatening Atira, saying, "I'm losing money because of you." And he's just sitting there not streaming a black screen and actively blackmailing her to talk to him in order for him to continue working. Yeah. So, that's the the basic backstory of it. It devolved a little bit beyond that, because whether or not his perceived relationship was real, it reached a tipping point where Atira said, "I don't want any more to do with this." She explicitly said, "I don't want you in my life. I don't want to talk to you. I want to block you on everything. Stop making alternate accounts to spam me on Discord." All this shit. And he proceeds to go from harassing online to stalking in real life. For example, she told... This is a guy that like never goes to tournaments, by the way, right? He's been to like 2 tournaments in the 11 years that he's been a StarCraft 2 professional. I don't think you'd ever call him a professional player. He's a professional streamer. And even that's a bit of a stretch now because you don't have a job, buddy. But the one tournament that he decides to go to in like, you know, his 5-year traditional tournament attendance happens to be the tournament that Atira says she's going to go to because it's near where she lives. He then proceeded to drive to Montreal from the central United States, eastern central, and confront her several times at WCS Montreal. One time, she actually got it recorded on camera, and he tried to take the phone away from her, which is kind of funny. This is a clip of it.
No. Yeah, I'm gonna call the police.
What a shitty person, right? What a fucking bitch. For her to show up to WCS Montreal to start drama, he's just there for the games. He didn't compete, by the way. He didn't even have a fucking hotel. You know why? Because he was trying to emotionally blackmail her the entire ride up in order to get to share a hotel room with her. Spoiler, that plan didn't pan out. Anywho, yeah, I think that's basically the backstory. Oh yeah, sorry. There's there's a little side point. After these events, I think he took a second subsequent drive up there, and proceeded to try to again emotionally blackmail her to make contact. I think he lied about getting caught in the rain, saying he's probably going to die and it's her fault because she won't reconnect with him. Yeah, this resulted in legal action being taken. His home state police pressed charges against him, and they issued a STET, basically a legal order to not contact her, and essentially if he reoffends, which he has, they can proceed with further charges. He then proceeded to contact Atira, guilt trip her repeatedly about how he had to take out a loan to pay for his $700 lawyer fee. I don't know why you need a $700 loan. Hashtag professional streamer, am I right? But yeah, so with all that in mind, Twitch found out that he had legal action taken against him, resulting his harassment and stalking of Atira, and issued him a permanent ban, purely based off of his actions: the brigading, the stalking, the harassing. He was issued a completely justifiable permanent ban, and it has nothing to do with the validity of their relationship status. So with that in mind, everything in this document that mentions their relationship status, I don't give a shit about. It's not relevant to his side of the story. That being said, let's get into it. I might take frequent breaks because got tooth problems, and I'm actually it kind of hurts to talk, so not loving that I have to do this now, but I think it has to be done. The truth about Atira: blackmail, manipulation from her stream community, from a bunch of stalkers, psychological abuse plus threats to me, Atira getting my Twitch banned, and what happened with hiding our relationship. He does a lot of really weird run-on sentences where he's like trying to figure it out as he goes along, so I might stumble on my words a bit, so bear with me. It is important that accusations of sexual harassment or emotional and psychological abuse be taken seriously, especially with all of the people that have come out lately about it. But it's also important that people aren't falsely accused and defamed as I have been. I want to clear everything up. We're waiting, buddy. My career as a streamer has been damaged over it. My psychological health, my reputation, my family, all of it has been damaged because I chose to date a woman in the SE2 community. So, you were really on the path of truth on the first sentence here, and you just sort of like veered off and took the first exit. Your career as a streamer has been damaged because of the actions you took. Your psychological health is already fucked. Your reputation has been trash for a decade. And your family would probably be better off without you, if we're being totally honest. So none of this has to do with your decisions to date a woman in the SC2 community. Moving on. There's a lot to this. One part, Atira lying to everyone about myself and her because we dated while she was still married. Don't care. One part, a bunch of stalkers of mine using Atira to mess with my life and enable harassment to me and destruction to my online presence. And another part, people from Atira's community that constantly pressure her and emotionally blackmail her in various ways to try to get her to not date me or even encourage her to continue to lie in public or to do things against me. This is one sentence. Fuck me. So dating while she's still married, destruction to your online presence, consequence of his own actions. The status of their relationship is in no way connected to his ban on Twitch. I just want you to keep that in mind. Twitch does not care if they actually dated. And another part, people from Atira's community that constantly pressure her and emotionally blackmail her in various ways. Remember that theme we talked about? How he's going to deflect her responsibility of her actions and just deflect the responsibility of his own actions. So the only people that have any agency in this are him when he's acting righteously and the stalker mods who are manipulating her to think the wrong thing. In a lot of ways, Tira has been afraid to own up to what happened with myself and her, and she should. I don't care. It's personal relationship shit. Whether it's true or not, it doesn't matter. It doesn't affect the outcome of your actions. Here we go. A few maniacs found out me and her were dating and used it to blackmail her and get her to go along with trying to get my Twitch stream banned. So from his perspective, the ban that he got for ban evasion, brigading, and harassing, which is all on video, his video that is still online, his actions were forced by these maniacs, these maniac Atira fans. Not only did they blackmail her and get her to think something that's not true, but they also reached into his mind and made him act like a fucking idiot and typed the words on the keyboard. Hundreds of messages, hundreds of them, hundreds within the first 10 minutes of being banned for shit-talking someone in the community. A pretty big person in the community. Yeah. I don't even know what to say about it. It's like literally no one is responsible except for the maniacs. Okay. Maniacs trying to get Twitch stream banned, which was banned when the same maniacs eventually got her to call the police. These maniacs, they can just get in your brain and make you do things. It's the freaking Illuminati of Twitch. They got into her brain, made her pick up the phone, made her call the police and say, "I'm feeling harassed." And then the police believed her. Were the maniacs in the police heads too? It's crazy. These fucking next level 300 IQ supervillains are in the Twitch chat just lurking in every 50 viewer Protoss girl streamer's chat, just waiting to manipulate Avilo. Sorry, I'm emotional. Can't help it. When Atira and I started dating, she was married at the time. We kept our relationship a secret. And also, okay, this is how you don't structure a sentence. We kept our relationship a secret and also had cheated then on me. So we cheated on me. We is the subject. Cheated on me is what we did. and met multiple people from the SC2 in real life, even behind my back, and sexted multiple donators / mods from her stream, who then held it over her as blackmail. Whew. I was waiting for a second. I'm VIP, so I'm clearly devoid of all responsibility. It's a close one, though. Still a simp, but not to that level. I'm not the 300 IQ maniac simp. It's just relationship accusations. It has nothing to do with his actions. To this day, some of these psychos, projecting, continue to pressure Tira to defame me in public, discouraging her to continue to lie with her Twitter posts. Again, remember the theme of stripping her of agency in order to preserve her innocence so that when this all settles, he can take Milady's fair hand and ride off into the sunset. I don't know, would he go to Canada for her? She would probably need a spare bedroom. Maybe she could get like a triple bunk bed. To this day, somebody seconds, blah, blah, blah. Last year when I found out this had happened, and Atira had told me on Snapchat that she was cheating IRL with someone from SE2, Atira had decided to ruin my life, livelihood, and everything to cover it all up, at my expense. I said nothing in public because I thought I was protecting her. Okay. No. Even if she lied about you guys dating, that does not ruin your life, buddy. What you're doing is you're taking your actions and making her responsible for them. This is where you kind of it's like this weird sort of like the goalpost always moves depending on what he's talking about. So right now what he's doing is he's taking all of the harassment, all of the ban circumvention, all of the multiple Discord accounts, all of the multiple BattleNet accounts, all of the Snapchat spamming, the calling, the blackmailing, the screenshotting of conversations. All of this is a consequence of her action to hide their relationship. But when we start talking about what she's done, the buck has to be passed again. It has to be passed on to the maniac fans. So it's not that she chose to do this. She just did this incidentally of the mental manipulation of every other person in the world. Looking back on it, after I found out she was lying to me and doing shady shit, she would constantly dangle our relationship. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Oh, here we go. After one of her donators and stalkers of mine came to my Twitch chat talking about her children and constantly DM'd me that he was talking to Atira, he like flip-flops back and forward between present and past tense. I'm really not trying to talk like a moron, but that's just the way that he wrote. After one of her donators and stalker of mine, past tense donator, present tense stalker, got it, came to my Twitch chat talking about her children and constantly DM'd me that he was talking to Atira. I began keeping all of my conversations with her because I believed she was going to try to pretend we were not in a relationship. I hate to tell you, buddy, but if a girl is constantly saying you're not in a relationship, she's not pretending. And at the time, I suspected she was cheating, but didn't know until she told me a donator from her stream and a moderator from her stream were blackmailing her to not. Oh my god! But if I hadn't kept anything of our conversations, here we remember the final theme, right? When he is caught doing something, he was forced to. If I hadn't kept anything of our conversations, then she could have gotten away with what she posted in public, and everyone would be none the wiser. The hilarious fucking thing is, if you guys, I literally can't go through all of the screenshots of the DMs and the Snapchats and the Twitter posts, but everything he posts makes him look bad. He thinks it's exonerating, but it's just more harassment. But he thinks because it shows what he perceives to be their relationship in more detail, he thinks it's exonerating because he thinks as long as I can prove that we had a relationship, she'll have to admit it, and then she'll forgive me, and then Twitch will forgive me, and then everything will be perfect. At some point, she has to take responsibility that this isn't right. Oh my god, I skimmed this, but it's like I literally set this up and then I continue reading, and then he just says exactly what I am jokingly attributing to him. She did indeed lie and continue to lie about her and my relationship to cover up her cheating, and also at the direction of her community. What does that mean? Why is it air quotes community? Is it not her actual community? And other people to get me banned off of Twitch TV. I do not deserve to have my livelihood and mental health ruined because of false allegations, self-victimizing. It's not, so again, remember, it's not the false allegations of the relationship that caused him to lose his account. It was his actions. And most of that has already happened, as people are aware my Twitch was banned because of Atira making it seem to the SC2 and Twitch community that we never dated. No. You were banned because you were blowing her the fuck up when she said to leave her alone. And banned you. Banned you everywhere. Oh my god, there's fucking 40 pages of this. Even after that, we still continued to date. Oh my god! You're so deluded! Even after she apparently fucked other people, told me to never talk to her again, banned me everywhere. We were still dating, though. Atira said that she would divorce to be with me. And eventually we met in real life. There's so much gold in this sentence. Even after we still continued to date, we eventually met in person. Whether or not this statement is valid or not, I just find it hilarious that up until this point, they had always been dating in his mind and still had not met in real life. Oh my god. The fact that you can believe that someone will divorce you when you have never physically touched one another or even like breathed the same air is laughable. This goes to speak to his mental state. He basically took his life on pause when he decided to become a streamer, and he must have been emotionally stunted before high school, but like he's clearly never had a actual relationship with a human girl, because he perceives everything leading up to this point as like hardcore relationship shit. Okay. She didn't want to mention we mutually had sex. Not consensually had sex, mutually had sex. Why do you say mutually here? Like you were both present at the time? You were both conscious at the time? I don't know, it's just a weird choice of words. He always says mutually when he's referring to their sexual acts. It was mutual. We both did it. She didn't want to mention we had sex, the BDSM stuff, because it was all mutual. I never abused her. I don't give a shit about your personal relationship. Because she knew she was in the wrong. She had, like, okay, so he's attributing her mental justification for why she gave him $700. I think Atira's perspective on this was that he continued to harass her after the legal situation, and basically guilt tripped her about how much money it cost, so she paid him back for the lawyer. Which, I mean, I wouldn't recommend doing, but yeah, there's no way without a receipt and like a full mental analysis of both people we could even understand people's intentions. So again, he's attributing something to the relationship he has no proof of. So skipping over it. She did post a lot of one-sided, out-of-context screenshots projecting to try to make me look bad. You made yourself look bad. You have VODs on your own YouTube channel, and you had them on your Twitch channel before you got permabanned, that completely show you being in the wrong, blatantly violating TOS. As I'll show below, she even previously threatened and blackmailed me herself, saying that she would make it appear to everyone that our relationship was not mutual, like consensual, not mutual. That's just the incorrect word. By showing people our sexting and her calling me master out of context to ruin my reputation. Don't care. It's interpersonal relationship stuff. And honestly, based on everything that I've seen, if there was a girl that was hounding me as much as you apparently hounded her, I would start trying to be really fucking creative with getting you to fucking leave me alone. Worse than this, when Atira first did tell me Armageddon and Diesel, 2 donators from her stream, were blackmailing her. Oh my god, it's literally the same point. Is it just 40 pages of just like, she was blackmailed, she was blackmailed. It was the Maniac mods. The Maniac mods blackmailed her. The Maniac mods made her do it. Hold, please. Atira threatened me that if I exposed anything about our relationship, she would get me banned off Twitch TD. I have proof of this. Okay. Maybe it's somewhere here in this plethora of proof, right? All he does is just post a lot of their conversations about kink stuff, and it's like 3 messages. I don't really want to go through all of it, but there's some that are fucking hilarious, so I'm going to try to pick them out. Atira lied and defamed me with her tweet, their false allegations. She's lying to ruin my reputation. You ruined your own reputation, dude. Hold. Atira covered up that we were dating while she was still married. It doesn't matter. Regardless of all of this stuff, you still did the things that you did, my dude. She tries to paint me as some platonic friend or creep in her tweet. Dude. I don't know. I can't even try to pretend to be polite to you now. Like, here's a freaking truth bomb, dude. Okay, ready? You are a creep. Everyone knows you're a creep. You've always been a creep. I'm gonna get the mic right in the shot so I can do the dramatic lean. Okay, so mutual BDSM. We went on a date in real life, did the same IRL together, all mutual. I can't wait I want to bust that out on my next Tinder date after the world reopens and the pandemic is over. You want to meet up for some mutual sex? All mutual. Just to get this out of the way right away so people can understand the extent that she is lying and she is making me out to be something she herself knows I'm not. I'm not a sexual harasser. We had a mutual sexual relationship and kink relationship, which honestly should not have been anyone's business in the first place. My dude, I'm not sure of the exact timeline, but I'm pretty sure that you were the one that was posting Snapchat screenshots of you asking her to call you master before any of this stuff started happening. That was after the initial ban, where you were like, no, you guys don't understand, like, she loves me. I have lost my Twitch stream, true. My reputation, didn't really ever have one, and taken a lot of psychological damage. I agree, but I think you've taken the damage, like, either all at once as a child or progressively through your life, but definitely before all of this. You've clearly got some shit going on. People need to understand my Twitch stream was banned because of Atira falsely claiming harassment in the first place and hiding our relationship. And then because she on purpose called the police, which comments, okay, I don't think anyone's making the argument like, oh no, oh, I'm sexually harassed, oh no, fuck, my phone. Of course she fucking did it on purpose. No, you weren't banned because of her claiming harassment. You were banned because you were harassing her. There's video of you harassing her. It's on your fucking channel, dude. Hold on, I dropped my phone. Accidentally got someone arrested of harassment just then. I love the titles of this shit. It's like someone that literally doesn't understand how a human functions. Atira engages with me sexually. One example of her initiating. Oh, baby, I'm initiating. I have trouble taking losses. This dude. Oh god, 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 oh god. There's one in particular that I want to feel. Alright, I don't care about these screenshots anymore. Oh, here we go. Truth is, I only began keeping our conversations after I was messaged by a user named Armageddon about Atira's children in my Twitch chat. This is untrue, by the way, because we saw screenshots of their Snapchat on the first ban, which was immediately after he was shit-talking Rifkin. So yes, as her BF, I told her not to talk to these people and to set boundaries with anyone from her stream that continuously pressured her to about herself and me, which is always a huge issue in our relationship. Even when we reconciled and made up many times, Atira refused to set boundaries with her stream and me, and her moderators continuously would blackmail. Yeah, blah blah blah. Too many girl community, which one did after I met and fucked Atira in real life on our date. Oh god, this is such a, this dude fucks kind of. Oh god, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh god. Okay. Which one did after I met and fucked Atira in real life on our date? To any girl streamers or female streamers out there, if your community threatens you, if your moderators or anyone from Discord tries to blackmail you or hold it over your head that they'll stop supporting you if you date someone they don't like, tell them to fuck off. Twitch is full of those weirdos. Am I right? This is some 4D chess. He's putting himself, a wolf among the sheep, if you will. So there is your context. I never told Atira not to have friends. I just told her to ban her entire community. Or not talk to other streamers. I just told her to only talk to me. It just turns out that her friends from Twitch, her moderators, and some donators all happen to be they all happen to be emotionally abusive people. It's weird. It's weird how that works, how it's everyone except for me. I'm perfect and everyone else is the problem. Can put a pin in that. Keep that in your brain. Okay? These people deserve to be outed because they're truly the only sexual harassers. Yeah. Her mods would routinely get on her account and delete messages or try and control Atira and my relationship or force her out of dating me because they didn't like me. So again, taking Atira's agency. Get out of here. You don't need that. You're an object of my sexual desires. You don't need this. Put it here with the crazy people. They're the ones that make choices. IRL. Oh, sorry. She found out that me and her had met on a date and fucked IRL. One second. Pause. Testing. Okay, good. So yeah, people found out that this dude fucks, and they hopped on her Discord account, took away her agency, and tried to keep her in line, aka tell her to block me or encourage her to lie. Let me get this a little zoomed in for y'all. All right, I don't care. Sexting other people, who cares? Who cares whether it's true or not? I should clarify. I cannot make this shit up. You know someone's telling the truth because they say, I can't make this up. Could I make this up? Who knows? I couldn't do it. These people from her stream are abusive and have been since I've known her. It's weird. Ever since I tried to get her to do what I want to do and people disagree, they started being really abusive. But it's her fault for not setting boundaries between her stream and me and her, which caused them to then begin the blackmail of, we'll tell your husband. No. Who cares? This has nothing to do with your ban. Emotionally blackmailed her. Someone saying they'd abandon her stream if they didn't leave Avilo alone. Who gives a shit? Everyone said that. I said that because I didn't want you in a stream that I enjoy. Like, I would just leave. That's not threatening. That's just me not liking you. Oh, here's a good one. I gotta find wherever this sentence starts. I think it's the beginning of the paragraph. He continues to tell Atira Avilo is blackmailing you after I met her in real life, to the point every time Atira would speak to me after our IRL date, she would accuse me of screenshotting her. I wonder why she would assume that. Why would she blame me for screenshotting her? That's weird. And Aku's emotional abuse and manipulation led her to go tell a Discord full of people that stalk me about our IRL date, our personal sex/kink things, and overall just hurt me for no reason. I am innocent. She hurt me for no reason. Other than her moderator was on purpose jealous that she met me and was trying to scare Tira. Don't you hate when people get on purpose jealous? He would message Atira telling her I'm going to hurt her if we meet in real life. I mean, that's just a legitimate concern people have because you're showing clear signs of narcissistic personality disorder and psychopathy. So it's little yikes. Getting on her Discord, delete messages. Atira gave this psychopath access to her Discord. Atira, why do you know so many psychopaths? They're like 0.5% of the population, but you know like 20 of them. It's weird. It's weird. So Atira admits that she lets Aku log on her account to delete messages. That's different than someone logging on and maliciously deleting the messages, by the way. You left horrible things in the DMs, things I didn't want anyways. This is the point that he was making earlier about the mod being a psychopath and doing it essentially against her will. The implication was that he did it without her knowledge. Now he's saying that she asked him to. Like, he's not even internally consistent with his bullshit. Another example of the emotional manipulation abuse from Atira's... I don't care. Aku, one of Atira's emotionally abusive stream moderators, and Discord full of people that stalk me, threatening to release audio that I privately gave to Atira. Wow, that's really mean that someone would post a private conversation without consent. Isn't that one of the things that you were charged for when the police came to your house? This shows how obsessed this guy from her stream is. Ooh, how obsessed is he? Okay, this is like, he just linked like 5 million Discord screenshots. Oh, all this stuff is screenshots that they took of Atira talking about how Avilo is a creeper, and this whole album is supposedly evidence that this guy is obsessed. Oh, okay, I see. Wow, that's meta. Atira gave her passwords and access to her Discord account to Aku, who would regularly log on to her account and delete my messages. But she asked him to, so it doesn't really fucking matter, does it? It's basically like she did it herself. You said that yourself, so you can't go ahead and use that as a point that she's being manipulated. Easy cheesy linked Atira stuff about Maria. Trying to warn her that Avilo is unstable, and it's not just an act. And this is apparently trying to poison the well. For those of you who don't know, this is the second girl that Avilo has stalked and harassed. Let me... Avilo Fountain. So he flew to Italy. He flew to Italy to meet this girl for the first time, without her knowledge or consent. And he was just gonna wait and try to find her in person. He was just gonna wait at this fountain and try to see if he could find her.
Alright, again, I have enough battery for a little bit of another video, so I'm just gonna chill out here and basically talk to myself and post this video later. Still weird doing the whole vlogging thing, but...
Oh, the vlogging is weird.
Yeah, I'm just gonna chill out here and, like I said, I don't know if you guys can still see the fountain. I've been looking around, seeing if seeing if someone was gonna meet me here, but I know, but like I said, guys, that's all I can do.
What he means by "it's all I can do" is that this bitch told him not to come and then ghosted him. It's all I can do.
That's all I can do.
Oh my fucking god. Okay. We are like not moving very quickly through this. As of writing this, dear, first I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Oh, yeah. Okay. Here's something relevant. Remember the first point that I mentioned that I said I want you guys to keep in your head? Here's another one, okay? All right. I mentioned this not to use her mental health issues against her, but because she said this in her twit longer, I want to clarify that what she twisted, as she has with everything she wrote. I told him I was seeing a therapist and on an SSRI, and he didn't like that. He told me not to take any medication and that my therapist was going to turn me against him. Medical professionals don't know best. I know what's best. Don't take bad medicine. Just take the D from me. Contrary to her Twitter longer post, yes, over the course of Atira and my relationship, I was very down because of her not telling the truth in public about us, but it was actually Atira that told me many times that she was near suicide and suffered from depression. That's really shitty. Initially because of being stuck in her marriage, which she told me felt like a prison at home. This is personal relationship shit. I don't care. Because I cared about her and looked up the SSRI medicine online that she told me was prescribed called whatever, I looked up the side effects. And now we're gonna engage our 300 IQ, 4D chess, medical expertise. A lot of these side effects seemed worse than what the medicine would be trying to help her with. And I told her I was worried about her taking it, and that it would turn her into a zombie or increase her thoughts of suicide, since she mentioned to me about suicidal thoughts previously. So yes, I did tell her I was worried and to not take it, and I had her best interests at heart when I told her this. Please remember this. Please, God, because this extends beyond just this one fucking psycho. This is... You know what? We're just going to go there now. We're going to go there now, okay? 11 signs you're dating a narcissist and how to get out. A true narcissist is someone with narcissistic personality disorder. It's a mental health condition characterized by an inflated sense of importance, a deep need for excessive attention and admiration, lack of empathy for others, often having troubled relationships. The 9 official criteria of narcissistic personality disorder. Grandiose sense of self-importance. Sounds pretty accurate. Preoccupation with fantasies of an unlimited sex, power, brilliance, beauty, or ideal love. 2 for 2. It's okay though, there's 9. We're still in like F territory. We're not even at a C yet. Belief they're special and unique and can only be understood by or should associate it with other special or high status people or institutions. Need for excessive admiration. 4 for 4. Sense of entitlement. 5 for 5. Interpersonally exploitative behavior. Lack of empathy. Envy of others, or belief that others are envious of them. Demonstration of arrogant and haughty behavior or attitudes. Well, fuck, dude. You got it all. Congratulations. 100. They were charming at first. This is one of the first things that Tira says. He was an enjoyable person to talk to. They hogged the conversation, talked about how great they are. Sounds like someone. They feed off your compliments. They lack empathy. They don't have many friends. I don't think Avilo has any friends. They pick on you constantly. Not that I'm a psychologist or anyone with a degree in mental health expertise, but I think building so much of your online relationship with someone as being a dominant person beyond the realm of even sexual fantasy, it just encompasses every conversation you're having. And even when she tries to leave, you're trying to dominate her. It's not a kink at that point. It's just who you are. Like the recirculated Discord clip is like just out of blue calling someone you're a dirty Protoss slut. It's like, it's a weird combination of StarCraft and sex. Doesn't really make a lot of sense. Oh, gaslighting. Yeah, that seems right. They dance around to find the relationship. I think this one doesn't really apply because he's so desperate to control the status of their relationship. He's never reached the point where he's been able to commit in order for him to avoid committing. So I don't even think we could test this one. He thinks they're right about everything and never apologize. Wow. Doesn't hear you, won't understand you, doesn't take responsibility, doesn't ever try to compromise. Just, I'm right, fuck you. They panic when you try to break up with them. When you show them you're really done, they lash out. Maybe they'll make a video. Maybe they'll blow up your Discord. Maybe they'll make 30 fake accounts to circumvent bans. Luckily, Atira's doing all the right stuff. She cut ties. She's taking care of herself. She's got good friends. She's going to therapy. She's got a good support network. She's doing good. I'm proud of her. Hear me, Atira? I'm proud of you. Okay, continuing on with this bullshit. Because I cared. Fuck off, dude. Seriously. Yeah. I know more than medical professionals. Atira was told by the same toxic people related to her stream that I was trying to control her, because you were. Purposely telling her not to take her meds, you were. And manipulating her and other things of this nature. You literally just confessed to it! Anything possible to get Atira to not speak to me or continue dating me. Dude, you are fucking so out at this point, you don't even realize. They didn't care about Atira's health. They were gonna let her listen to doctors. Fucking Jesus Christ. A few weeks later, Atira posted on Twitter that she was off their meds, saying that they turned her into a zombie and that she would find other ways to manage. This is a common problem. I mean, sometimes SSRIs don't work for people. You gotta try and do it in a monitored, healthy situation with a doctor that you can constantly talk to. You should always defer to the advice of your medical professionals and be as open with them as you can possibly be. Because at the end of the day, a doctor can only give you their best guess. And they only have so much information. If a medicine's not working for you, you need to tell them, okay? Don't listen to fucking weirdos who think that they know more than medical professionals, because they know even less. This is just a PSA. Like, if you guys or girls or anyone is having emotional trouble, you're dealing with someone that you're worried might be a narcissist, you think you're in any kind of unhealthy relationship, be as open as possible with your medical professionals. Please. Please, please, please. And tell people if you think that your medicine's not working. But don't tell people that you're dating, if you're worried that it's unhealthy. Their eyes were acquaintances. Doesn't fucking matter. Your actions are what we're focused on. I didn't indeed tell Atira many. Okay, so here we have a confession of action. Remember what we said with the themes. When we have a confession of action, he's immediately going to follow it up with, I was forced to, in some way. I did indeed tell Atira many times to cut people out that she admitted she went behind my back with, and to respect me and her privacy and set boundaries essentially between her stream and me and her relationship, since her moderators basically tried to control, influence, and blackmail Atira every time she made up with me. So again, he was forced to tell her to cut these people off, because all they do is blackmail her. They poison the well. I'm justified in all my actions because these are poisoners. I straight up tell Atira to stop allowing people to stop. I straight up tell Atira to stop allowing people to stop telling people I straight up tell Atira to stop allowing people to stop telling people personal things about me or using me for drama or letting her mods like a Q Diesel try to keep obsessing over her. Oh my god. Atira tells me she's taking easy value and will haunt her forever, giving her blah. Blah. I'm asserting facts about the relationship. Atira and I continue our on-off type relationship even after DreamHack Montreal. I don't care, this is relationship assertions. Okay, so you guys were dating, allegedly, when you were at DreamHack Montreal, and the most interaction you could have with her is a passing conversation in a hallway. she wrote in her tweet longer that we had an agreement about our first date. We didn't, other than we both said we would meet and see how it went. There's a screenshot about this, by the way, that Atira posted. She basically said, I'll meet you once, and if I decide that I don't want to see you again, I want you to honor that. That's what he's referring to by seeing how it went. And I also don't even know if that screenshot is correct. I mean, Discord can be easily manipulated. So I haven't heard one way or the other from Atira's side of the story. This is just an assertion that he's making, and I've seen a screenshot. It's not insurmountable evidence by any means. And it doesn't matter, because he still did the things that he did. It went well, according to him. And we agreed we would go to the event together, which then later on she completely 180'd on, because she told me she had read an article about someone that had died in Montreal, and apparently her mods had linked her to scare her, as they always have done in regards to emotionally abusing it. Okay, whatever, dude. In reality, just as a point of consent, it doesn't matter someone's intentions and what they're thinking when they revoke consent, because at that point, consent has been revoked. You don't get to assert that you still have consent, even if you believe that they're being coerced. If they are being coerced into revoking consent from meeting you in person or going to an event with you in person, if you truly believe that, then that is an extremely volatile situation that you should distance yourself from. Because the best you can hope for is that you can somehow convince them to, from that point on and forever, believe that that interaction was consensual. If you believe they are so susceptible to being manipulated, then you'd have to believe rationally, after that interaction takes place, that she will be manipulated into thinking that you coerced her. If you strip her agency, if your argument is that she can so easily have her agency stripped away from her, then you can't rationally assume that you could just get her to believe for the rest of eternity that your relationship and every interaction is consensual, because her mental state is so volatile, according to your argument, that she can never hold an opinion of her own. Just the next person that comes by can just implant a thought and it's hers now. Proof they talked after Montreal. Let's just see. I can't help myself with some of this stuff, even though it's not relevant. I realized, as crazy as this sounds, I read back through my message history and MT'd, I don't know, was asking me about you since day 2. Every day someone had an Avilo related drama question. He wanted to be a part of it. Whatever, I don't care. This seems fake. It's not even relevant. Oh, I thought this was a link. God damn it. All right, so to quickly address this point that he keeps bringing up of saying that she's blackmailing him. At this point, there's so much evidence against him that if Twitch catches wind of it, he's getting a ban. He's earned it. At this point, he's already earned it. That's what he doesn't understand. And the blackmail that Atira is doing here is in an effort to get him to comply with her withdrawal of consent. She's already tried to pull out of this relationship in as many ways as possible. Whatever the relationship is, if it's a friendship, if it's a friends with benefits, if it's somehow that someone just talking to you online can get you to divorce your husband to be with them, any of the above, any extent of that relationship, she is already said, no, I don't want to be a part of this anymore. And you were saying, yes. So you're already in the realm of harassment. And what she's trying to do is saying, I will go public with the extent of your harassment if you do not stop continuing the harassment. That is not blackmail. That is self-preservation. Again, it doesn't matter. She could have literally had a set of engagement rings that she was planning to give to you, and she had just changed her mind that morning. It's still her prerogative. Buddy, it does not matter the state of your relationship. It's completely irrelevant. You exist in the consequence of your own actions. Yeah, apparently she said that she'd get beaten to death. I don't know. This is just interpersonal relationship stuff. Myself asking Atira to defend me in public. There we go. Him actually talking about his actions. They're few and far between in this 40-page MeToo article. Why are you unable to defend me in public? Honestly, tell me, why are you unable to tell these people off and put me first? I want to know. You are right. Also, we don't know if user 1212121212 is Atira. Again, giving him the benefit of the doubt, presuming all of these people, all of these screenshots are undoctored, all of these accounts that he's attributing to Atira are her, doesn't change his actions. There's literally no actions Atira could have taken that would justify your actions. I hope you realize that at some point in your life. Also, a quick point, by the way, people that have, I don't want to presume that Atira has PTSD, but I do myself, and one of the reactions are, they're not just fight or flight. An additional type of reaction that people can have is what's called fawning. And if you are someone that is a previous victim of abuse, the way that you cope with that anxiety and that stress and that fear response is by immediately collapsing and acquiescing to everything that's asked of you, because that is what it's a learned behavior essentially, where people can they realize that the fastest way through trauma is by allowing it to happen with as minimal resistance as possible. So keep in mind, we're sort of deep into this shit now. So anyone that does have any kind of history of abuse in their past or any kind of mental or psychological issues, these types of responses are going to be manifesting. So you can't say because she acquiesced at some point that this is somehow a justification for all of my actions. Blah, blah, blah. Woe is me. Psychologically, it wore me down. I want people to know the truth. This is why I was banned from Twitch. No, this is not why you were banned from Twitch. He keeps trying to do this. He's saying I was banned because she's lying about our relationship. No, nobody, no. You were banned because you harassed her. There's video evidence of you harassing her. I don't care. She could have told you she loved you 24 times a day. Does not change your actions. Here's some of Atira's threats. I will take you to court and call the police. I'll contact Twitch. Who is saying this now? Me. So again, like when Atira is incontrovertibly saying fuck off to the point where I will threaten, I will get the law involved. I will take every course of action to get you to stop talking to me. And his response is, who's making you say this? Silly girl. Who's the maniac now? Who's making you think things? Again, Atira threatening herself in self-preservation. Atira self-preserving. Atira self-preserving. Atira self-preserving. Tira low-key threatened. Let's see how she low-key threatens people. Do you not see that you could get banned on Twitch for this? This is not low-key threatening. This is like, you're fucking stupid. You could get banned for this. Do you not realize how fucked up you're acting? And then it happened. It's not a low-key threat. It was a fucking warning sign. She's showing you the exit. The bridge is out. You've got one more exit. Fucking take it, dude. And you're like, this is America. She even says it here in this clip that's supposedly exonerating him and implicating her. I'm worried for you. Atira is such a sweetheart. Like, even when she's up against the ropes, she's got like a psycho rapist chasing her. She's like, I want what's best for you. Just don't ruin your career. I even tried to do this too. I tried to reach out to him. You guys want to go there? Hold on. Oh God. Yeah, let's do this. So I'm so bad with Twitter. Bear with me. Actually, let's go to Jesus Christ. Oh, I'll go to my notifications. Ah, there it is. I told him like, how do I see the whole friggin' thing? Jesus Christ. I basically told him that he's gonna get banned. He's like, I know you were one of those thirsty little fucks that's mad with me and me and her got together IRL. But again, my stream is not banned because of that. It was banned because of my girlfriend called the police to cover up her bullshit. Then met me IRL. Then gave me $700 to pay for the lawyer she made me. I'm a thirsty little fuck. I've got like 6 inches on him, and I'm taller. All of the above is not right. That's the first correct thing you said this whole thing. I do not deserve to have my Twitch banned. Yes, you do. Oh, I do not deserve to have my Twitch banned over having a mutual relationship with Atira. You're correct. You don't deserve to have your Twitch banned for having a mutual relationship with Atira. You deserve to have it banned for harassing her. Yeah. Self-preservation. He's acting like he's dropping a fucking bomb. Everyone's already seen all this shit. Here's the Atira threatening me on Snapchat. Self-preservation, that's what that's called. Atira threatens that she will make our relationship appear to not be mutual. Not appear to be mutual. My fuck slut. Who unironically calls a girl their fuck slut? That sounds like what a third grader would say when they've learned 2 bad words and they're like, I'm gonna make an even badder word. I'm gonna put them together. Isn't fuck slut also redundant? Like, it's whatever. It's just creepy shit. It's cringe. Like, honestly, the BDSM stuff, I think that's not even. It's so vanilla that I don't know. Maybe I'm just a freak, but it's like a 4th grader's idea of what BDSM is. And honestly, I think it just plays into his narcissism. That's all, because the only thing he gets off on is his control. and he doesn't care if it's consensual because he will coerce her into consenting to the BDSM relationship. So I don't know if a lot of people aren't really averse with BDSM, sadomasochism in general. The highest priority that anyone in a Dom kind of role has, and this applies to all Dom roles, it doesn't have to be sadomasochism, trust is a huge component of this relationship when they're healthy. Generally, you won't be any kind of Dom until you've been in several relationships and you've really tested the waters. And the reason for that is because you want the person that you're dominating to have complete and total trust of you, because you want to be able to trust them not to take it too far when you give them control. This is just coercion. It's not BDSM. Just a pursuit of grandiosity, essentially. A tier of gaslighting. Wow. I love you, but holy shit. Basically, you should name that your memoir. Avilo. Your fucking viewers came to my stream and said, I owe all my success to you. You're dead to me. No, actually they didn't. How is this gaslighting? She even offers screenshots. I don't know if Fluffy is actually a Tira, but oh man, we gotta start going through this faster. Okay. Yeah. God, I can't help indulging myself. Oh yeah. So this is, from what I understand, Atira's statement that she was basically just trying everything she possibly could to get him to a point where he was so disgusted with her that he would stop, but he couldn't. Because again, like that theme that we were talking about, that he can't actually attribute any malice to her because he needs to ride away into the sunset with her. So when she deliberately tries to take these actions to get him to be disgusted in her, it just riles up his hatred for the maniacs. You met up and had intercourse with another man. Who made you think the thoughts were okay to do that? Who made you? It's a fucking child, man. Scary child. Tira knows they're stalkers, mutual BDSM, jealous over Tira being jealous and mad over my ex. Claiming I would jerk out to my ex if Atira was too busy. Wow. Wow. Atira says she falls in love with me big time. How many times can you fall in love with someone? God. Screenshotting Snapchat conversations, that's like a freaking low in general. The whole purpose of using Snapchat is basically to send nudes without it being saved, right? I mean, or I guess have conversations as well, but again, like he constantly, he cannot admit that his ban was a result of his actions. It's a result of Atira not admitting their relationship. That's not part of the Twitch TOS, my friend. It's like, yeah, stalking, harassment, having a girlfriend that doesn't admit she's dating you, all bannable offenses. Yeah. Just a bunch of truth statements here. Yeah. his perspective on this, I don't understand. Like, I understand the, like, intellectually he must be deluding himself, but to the extent, I can't imagine what kind of fantasy world he lives in to actually believe all this. Because it feels like you have to take so much deliberate action to to actually even come up with these things. To then internalize them afterwards seems like such a stretch. Come on, dude. Even your allegations is like, over the course of a year you guys met once. How is... I just literally can't believe this is real, because... Oh my god. For him to actually believe that. Why you... It's just so scummy that this guy has like hundreds of pictures of Snapchat conversations. Think about the mental process that has to be happening when you're doing this. It's like Snapchat conversations. I'm sure that she didn't have these on like 24-hour save. So he's like reading these in real time and sitting there with another phone like, I'm gonna use these later. It's not like he like retroactively like had this conversation, then went back to assemble the proof. He was actively getting proof of every aspect of the relationship every step of the way. The cops are texting me back. Oh hey, I got a Snapchat. Poignant. Where was I? Oh god. Yeah, Tira says Twitch staff told her not to contact you. Basically, stay away, you're gonna get banned, stay away, stay away, stay away, stay away, stay away, stay away. ESL contacted Tira, interesting. Huh. I guess ESL must have asked Atira if this stuff was legit. Maybe they were asking for some qualifications about the legal situations. Yeah, but point of fact, Avilo did get banned from ESL recent past. Sorry, I'm kind of going through this because it took me like... How long have I been recording this? I've been recording for an hour and a half. God damn. Okay. Oh, Atira says ESL told her that if I show any proof of her in my relationship, they'll handle it. Again, to use Atira to get me banned from Twitch TV by getting her to go along. No, that's not what happened. That's not what happened. You got banned because of stuff that demonstrably happened. Like, you can see you doing it. Like, I don't understand, dude. All right, we're gonna wrap this up soon. People using Atira to call police. That's not what happened. Yeah. No, people were telling her to go to the police because you were committing a crime by harassing her, following her to her country, waiting for her, stalking her at an event, and recording conversations without consent, which is a felony. Honestly, dude, you need to be in jail. It's not a joke at this point. You're not mentally well, and you're not gonna ever seek care. So, I think the system needs to take care of you. like all this stuff, like we were in a consensual relationship, in a consensual relationship, in a consensual relationship, in a consensual relationship. Fact of the matter is, you're not in a consensual relationship now, but you've continually pursued it. So it doesn't matter what she said in the past. She's publicly told you to stop. She's banned you. She's blocked you. She's gotten Twitch involved. She's gotten the police involved. You won't back down. So what can someone do? What can a girl do, Avilo, huh? Think about it. Imagine this crazy hypothetical where Atira actually doesn't want you in her life. What does she do to get you to back off? She's tried telling you. She's tried manipulating you. She's tried making herself undesirable. She's tried contacting Twitch. She's tried legal discourse. She's repeated the cycle. She's gone loud with it on Twitter. Honestly, I don't even think there's anything else other than like, never mind. That would be bad to say on the internet. Atira gave me $700 to help pay for the lawyer she made me hire. No. She gave you $700 after you had to hire an attorney to defend you for charges that the state brought against you. What a cuck. Apparently she contacted him after the temp ban. There's no fucking way. Like, oh my god, there's just no way. Like, if you talk to a girl in real life ever, there's no way any girl is gonna like just unsolicited say, "You're so everything, cute, handsome, sexy, smart, strong, skilled, high MMR. Who's my mech god?" I'm sorry. It could be totally the case that that's real and I'm just shitting on Atira for being cringe as fuck, but I don't know, it just doesn't seem real to me. Also, allegedly, this moderator cheating situation was, from my understanding, it was basically just a ploy to make Avilo mad and get her to leave him alone. Because I don't remember exactly how the Maria situation resolved, but I think that he backed off once he realized that she was sleeping around. So I think this was an attempt to diffuse the relationship before it got out of hand, but for some reason I think he's just extra desperate in this situation, so it wasn't a good enough reason to end it, just because just the thought of her banging other dudes wasn't enough to dissuade him at this point. It's just he was just convinced that she was just thinking wrong because people were putting the bad thoughts in her brain. Her moderators were so extremely jealous that Atira and I were dating. They continued to guilt trip her. Yeah, you're saying the same shit. Blackmail. Community. Blackmail. Apparently they made up. Blackmail. This is so wrong. Blackmail. Cut all ties. Manipulative mods. Manipulative mods blackmailing. After Atira and my date IRL, I make words good. After Atira and my date IRL, the same mod that would always threaten to leave her server or abandon friendship with her and some other people apparently told Atira I trauma bonded her. And probably did. Emotional manipulation. This is just like literally the same shit. Sorry, I'm skipping through this because it's literally like he wrote this Me Too article, and I jokingly call it that because he's sort of like trying to come out as a victim of sexual abuse, but he's really not. Just bullshit about the relationship. But he like writes this article the way he does, the way he rants in real life. It's pretty crazy. Like he just gets stuck in a loop and he thinks he's making more points, but he's not. God, this is just so unbelievably pathetic. I don't understand. Atira does not respect Twitch streaming or my career. Tells me to work at McDonald's. Honestly, I think you might be underqualified. I appealed to Twitch TV over the last year without even the courtesy of a response to any of my ban appeals because Atira has made people believe we weren't in a mutual relationship. False. Again, we're pointing this out every time it comes up, but that's not why you were banned. You were not banned because people don't believe your relationship was real. You were banned because of your actions that are demonstrable and recorded. Why can't he just get a job? He would make more working part-time at McDonald's, for fuck's sake. This is actually a factually correct statement. He claims that he's supporting his parents by streaming on Twitch. I mean, he was averaging like maybe 100 viewers before all the drama started happening. His Twitch has been on the decline for a long time. The reality is the only reason that he's able to continue Twitch streaming is because he doesn't have any rent to pay. He doesn't have a girlfriend. He doesn't have his own place to live. He lives rent-free in his childhood bedroom, never having an apartment of his own. As soon as he graduated college, he just literally stayed at home and kept streaming Twitch. He has no savings because he can't have any savings because when you're averaging 100 viewers, it's like enough to pay the electric bill and your phone bill. That's it. You need at least a few hundred to have like a sustainable life. And even when all the drama was going on, he would just stop streaming for a month or 6 weeks and use it as emotional blackmail, like telling Atira that you're the reason I'm not streaming. You're the reason that I can't support my parents. I would rather just have my Twitch stream back. If she doesn't respect Twitch as a job, that's not the point that anyone was making. Twitch is a totally valid career path, but you're not good at it. In fact, you want to see? Let's see how good his branding is. Like he really, his videos really jump off the page. When you go to his YouTube channel, look at how he brands all of his.
What's up, guys? Avilo
all of his content is literally just full length streams, no editing, the same background on everything. This is a professional streamer. This is back before he started doing the, he had intermittent logos here. This is his content. No one's gonna watch this shit. Like, there are people that like might miss it and then they'll go back and watch it. But I mean, probably most of these views, like none of these have like more than 1,000 views. You can see like in the past history, people are like really pouring over the last few streams, but they're just clip mining because he's being cringe as fuck. Blackmail. Emotional. How come you call the police on Avilo when they're both in a relationship? It's because I'm Avilo the streamer, and no attention will be gained from screwing over some no-name guy. I hate to tell you, buddy, but you kind of are a no-name guy. In fact, the only reason anyone knows who you are is because this is who you are. You can even see this in a recurring thing with Atira sexting and screwing around or cheating online. And these people that donate, stock, then blackmailing, cheating, relationship. They said they want me to get me to break down and Sudoku, make me destitute, keep me off of Twitch, get my Twitter banned. Yeah, at this point, anything that reduces your influence on other people, directly or indirectly, or gives you access to people in any capacity, I think is irresponsible socially and morally, and probably even legally. I feel like anyone that provides you a platform is being actively irresponsible. Twitter and YouTube, namely. Atira did posted 1% of the truth. I did tell her to cut off her emotionally abusive, blackmailing stream community exes, anyone that's cheated on me with, blah, blah, blah. Same shit. Hackers, blackmailers, harassers, stalkers, blackmailers. Have you guys ever seen the gang stalker conspiracy? This is like, Avilo's like one step away from that, but instead of it being like a gang of like Illuminati or CIA, it's just a bunch of people that bang his girlfriend. He's following around everywhere he goes, just cucking him every step of the way. Oh God. Okay. The fucking, oh, the bench. So I guess this is the place where they met and like discussed their terms, where Atira was basically like, look, I'll meet you in person, and if I decide to never see you again, please honor that. She took a picture of it, and he decided to pay a guy on Fiverr to make a portrait of them being all romantic, touchy. Oh God, hold on. I got some links prepared. Atira reacted to said portrait on stream. We can see the love in her eyes. Just look at that. God.
Oh, holy.
Getting like a little second hand over here.
Got it.
I feel like she loves me. You guys get that vibe?
All right. So,
She likes it.
I think we will. My eyes hurt. I think we'll call it a stream.
Oh, no. You get the idea, okay? I don't know if we already saw this, but he followed her to
Not touching anybody.
No.
Stop.
followed her to
I'm gonna call
Montreal.
the police. I'm recording everything that you do from now on.
You know, you're
You-
a really shitty person to do this.
Stay away from me.
No, you're a really shitty person to do all of this.
Yes, you are to follow me here.
No, do you understand this is a gaming tournament? Like, you're just shitty what you did. Just really shitty what you did.
Yes, it is really shitty what you did. Okay, my Uber's here.
That's crazy. Did you guys? I couldn't even pick up the gang stalkers implanting the thoughts in her brain. They must just be doing it psychically from behind her or something. I don't know. Maybe it's in her phone and they're like beaming 5G signals into her brain in real time. This is some next level Illuminati shit. I don't understand how they're even doing it that quick. That's fast. It's scary. There's also conversations of her trying to tell him off.
You got fucking bullied again!
From
got fucking
you.
harassed. No! From that stalker Discord! And this is
No,
what you
the
never
bullying is from
understand.
you.
No!
You keep contacting me.
It's from that stalker Discord! You got a fucking emotional abuse necklace from a piece of trash that told you I was screenshotting shit! He lied to you! He fucking lied to you!
He
Is there
lied!
any way that you can just stop contacting
He
me?
fucking lied! Get rid of these people from your fucking screen. Get rid of them all. Like,
Then will
I
you
told-
stop contacting me?
Sure, you've been my fucking submissive this whole time. You are not with anybody else. You're not gonna fuck around and go around the StarCraft community.
I am.
This is not the way my little Protoss slut should behave. What the fuck?
No, you're
Not yours.
No, yes, you are.
Here's another video of Avilo justifying in voice
Happened.
the same way that he does in
Somebody's
this.
life up just to cover up that you were in a relationship with them.
No one's claiming that,
Don't do
dude.
that shit. I don't think I can really say anything else about it because I don't want to like say anything bad one way or the other.
Remember the theme. He doesn't want to disparage Atira because he believes they're going to be together after this. It's fucking insane.
But I should be on Twitch right now. Like I should have been on Twitch this whole goddamn time. Everybody fucking knows that. So other people don't realize that's the ban reason. That's why I got banned. People
No, it's not. Been over this. Banned because of your actions, not the status of your relationship.
think this for other shit or for this or that, but no, like that's the only reason that I was banned is because she stupidly called people and then they
Remember, it's not her fault. It's because she's too stupid. I love this girl who's literally too stupid to have her own thoughts. She gets manipulated by the 300 IQ maniac Illuminati 5G moderator stalkers that make her think things that aren't real.
told Twitch to take down my stream. So my entire life ruined. My family has to hire a lawyer, get a loan to
$700. If you need a loan, take out $700. You weren't really ever a successful streamer. Dude, I'm in massive debt, and I can pull out $700 if I need it.
do that. And now I don't have income, and my parents get worried about
You don't have income? Is streaming to 100 people really income?
being able to pay the mortgage and bills and all this shit.
Mortgage! You're paying the entirety of your parents' mortgage. I would really love to see the documents on that. If you wanna come out and show the financial burden that you maintain, show me your bank statement at least, please. Just show me the transaction history to see the money coming out of your account every month. I don't care about the balance. I just want to see how much money is leaving your account every month. Please, God, show me that.
Like fucking with me every fucking day, and I would just like to get back on Twitch and get my livelihood back. That would be nice.
You burned that bridge, bud. You caught a perma. Very few people I've known catch a perma, but you fucking earned that shit, dude. You really earned it. You really did. And even people that hate you, I don't like you, and I tried to warn you. I was like, dude, the shit you're doing is gonna catch you a perma. And you called me, what was it? Fucking... a thirsty little fuck that's mad that you and her got together. Because this guy fucks.
Instead of people sitting like nothing, just sitting in other people's chats like nothing is fucking wrong in the world.
Okay, that's enough of that. Avilo claims Atira lied about the relationship in order to ruin his life. Sure, let's just look at this clip. This is the last one that I got.
When you personally were, she was, me and her were already doing stuff, and she just basically tried to.
Yeah, basically just dismissal of blame. Nothing to really read into there. Let's see. Continue to date you afterwards. Do you know, like, what does dating mean? Dating is a stage of romantic relationships in humans, so already disqualified at that point, whereby two people meet socially with the aim of each assessing the other's suitability as prospective partner in an intimate relationship. I don't think this qualifies, my dude. I think in order to date someone, you actually have to like at least be close enough to smell them or see them or hear them. Like if you're just online, it's not a relationship. Like there's people that I flirt with online. I like might meet them on Tinder, might go on a date once, but I don't consider that dating. Twitch is still banned. ESL banned me. Witch hunting. It's not witch hunting. You literally have the evidence on your own shit. I love this at the end. A last thing as an aside, BDSM isn't bad. What people do in the bedroom in private is up to them. No one gives a shit that you do like cringe daddy speak as like a form of courtship. It's neither here nor there. The fact of the matter is you came out initially and you started posting stuff that you thought was going to implicate Atira as being guilty of dating you, apparently. And you posted some cringy shit. And then that caused Atira to post more stuff. And it exposed a lot of how sexually immature you are. And that's just like a little side nugget that people get to chew on while they're cringing internally at how fucking inept you are at all social interaction and basic human understanding and empathy. I really hope that you understand that just because we're laughing at your pathetic attempt at courtship does not mean that we are painting BDSM in a bad light, or any kinks for that matter. Get weird, but don't get so weird that you fucking follow girls to other countries without their consent. Oh, on a final note, let's just see what Destiny thinks about Avilo.
Avilo got canceled, courtship fizzled, and his Twitch is still permabanned, but he might have tried to ban it. Avilo, I am legitimately uncomfortable covering like Avilo's accusations because I think Avilo is legitimately unhinged.
Oh, okay. All right, been fun. Goodbye. I'm gonna go back into internet hiding now for like a year. Peace.